There's a fair amount of evidence that it resolves alcohol addiction, certain forms of drug addiction, and gambling addictions. And the current theory is that what it does is it essentially increases your self-control, your self-discipline, and it reduces cravings. So the theory that it's positive is the theory that, if we were all like more responsible in our lives, we'd all be more successful and society would go better. Counter argument would be like responsible is only part of living, and it's only part of what makes a society work. And we also need risk-taking, and we need creativity, and we need impulsiveness.
Yes.
And we need variety.
Yes.
And maybe we're all going to get into a channel.
Yeah, you can't have everybody disciplined. You have to have wild fuckers out there. They're fun. They make things more interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's essentially discipline in, a pill form or an injectable form.
Yeah. And it's been very helpful. Right? They're increasingly starting to prescribe it to alcoholics, and apparently it's working quite well.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, that brings me to Ibogaine, which is the one thing that has like the most success for people with addictions, and it's illegal in this country. People go down to Mexico and go to these Ibogaine retreats. It's apparently, I haven't done it, but it's apparently this insane introspective journey that's very uncomfortable, and it lasts about 24 hours. It's not something that's addictive in any way, shape, or form. Almost everyone says it's a very uncomfortable experience, but you gain unbelievable insight into what is wrong with you that makes you want to pick up heroin. Like what's going on in there that you're trying to escape? Like what is this? And it recognizes that pathway and puts a chemical stop there. It actually like stops people from having addictive cravings, and it rewires the way they think about things. Right. Particularly beneficial to veterans. A lot of veterans who've just seen way too much and come over and they're all fucked up, and they don't have any way to straighten their brain out, and they've had tremendous benefits using that. Yeah, I wonder with particularly with these Ozempics and Wegovy and all these different types of weight loss diabetic drugs, I wonder if there's a way to mitigate these side effects. Because, when I've talked to people that think that, like my friend Brigham Bueller, who runs Ways to Well, he's concerned about side effects of it, but he looks at people that are just morbidly obese, and he's like, these people, they need some fucking help.
Right, that's
like, they've gone down this terrible road. Yeah. Yes, they shouldn't have done it. Yes, okay, we all agree to that. Yeah. Don't eat pie all day. Yeah. But if you've gotten to 500 pounds, you're in a bad state, and you could probably use some help, and maybe that could get them back on track. And maybe there's a way with maybe strength training, because one of the things is they lose a large percentage of muscle mass and bone density. Right. Maybe that can be mitigated with strength training.